Archangel Raphael. Healing of the heart as three-dimensional reality increasingly slides into anarchy, oppression, and fear. Fifth-dimensional reality has already separated from it. Those who have long been awake work tirelessly to maintain their high vibrations and to assist those who belong to the next wave of ascending consciousness. Awakened souls are called to resolve their past issues and heal from trauma, as it is not possible to maintain a fifth-dimensional consciousness while weighed down by pain, anger, resentment, and hatred. This healing process for ascension once required many months, if not years, but is now happening at a much faster pace because there is no time to lose. Being aware of humanity's predicament is one thing, but it takes a connection to your spiritual essence to understand that responsibility for the density of consciousness on the planet belongs to every single individual. The planet cannot break free from the grip of darkness unless people realize that by changing their own reality, they also change the world around them. There is not a single human being in the world who does not have control over the direction their life takes. It is only thoughts and allowing fear to overwhelm the psyche and block spiritual connections that keep many human beings trapped in the lower dimensions of consciousness. Those who cannot find the light within themselves will always be drawn to darker thoughts, which in turn will have negative consequences. I come to you today to offer help in freeing you from the pain that dwells in your hearts and to heal the wounds of the past so that you too may rediscover your inner light. Once you do this, the opportunities and possibilities the universe can offer you will suddenly manifest. Let my gentle energy pervade your being, dear hearts. Allow me to envelop you with my wings and gently extract the pain, anger, grief, and fear that have been locked within your bodies and energy fields, preventing you from aligning with your divinity. Bring your awareness to your crown and allow it to connect to the light of Source, the Supreme Creator, whose light is one with your own. Heal your heart and begin healing your life. Delay no longer, nor allow yourselves to remain in fear of the pain that might resurface. Accepting your past and the path you have walked is essential to begin writing a new story for yourselves and to emerge from the fog of the third dimension. Allow yourself the time to heal, and then watch yourself take flight. Believe that you can be the change the world needs, and immerse yourself in the love that has always been in your heart. When you heal, the world heals, one heart at a time. I am Archangel Raphael. Planetary recording and crystal generators, dear ones. As we recode our toroidal field, so too does planet Earth, merging with its fifth and seventh dimensional avatars. The White Elohim, the Arturians, Sirius, and the Auras are protecting the new planetary openings that many of you are supporting and helping to recover. We are living through an unprecedented time on our planet, where many new locations are becoming illuminated spaces, keepers of new underwater crystals. Though not always, as in the case of Sedona, acting as generators and stabilizing forces so that these lands may continue to preserve their sacred essence. The Arturians use water to seed their crystals, while other Earth Guardians use different technologies. Water neutralizes and shields low frequencies. It is our three-dimensional form of plasma. It protects sound manipulation crystals and is connected to Sirius through the incarnations of dolphins and cetaceans, who are the primary stabilizers of these crystals. The barbalt basket configuration is acting as a quantum accelerator, a catalyst that triggers the planetary shift we are already deeply perceiving. This ties into the astronomical alignment of 6 planets peaking on August 12th, when the Moon, Mercury, and Mars align and activate the sacred geometry of the basket. This, along with the 8-8 gateway, the eclipses, and many other events culminating in this already intense month, will help us continue to transcend what is obsolete and has kept us soul-enslaved for so long. As I have shared before, and as many of you are experiencing as you assist in the planetary field, one of the most significant and currently highly active Earth locations is Lake Titicaca, as one of the most important seventh-dimensional Arturian Earth sites has finally been restored from numerous implanted anomalies and protected by the seventh-dimensional Arturian Sirian Guardians. This location, as well as many others, expands seventh-dimensional consciousness to those areas and souls ready to embody it. The most important inner work to be done for those at this stage is to heal, correct, and rehabilitate their crown complex, which concerns not only the exit point in our seventh-dimensional crown chakra, but also the glands, pineal and pituitary, the sphenoid bone, and the entire thalamus-hypothalamus complex. Once we have fully reconnected our crown, restoring it if necessary with a lavender/violet flame and other plasma freezing techniques to remove anomalies and implants, we can rehabilitate the channels of our seventh-dimensional light body, realign with seventh-dimensional Earth locations, and with the planetary frequency itself, merging and expanding within it. Many of us are now needing to reconcile our individual commitment with that to the planet, experiencing a mix of exhaustion and excitement for all the planetary progress we are witnessing. Helping specific regions of Earth is not an easy task, as we too face numerous challenges. Nourishing yourself, resting, and, above all, sealing the chakras with the blue sphere and plasma infusion are fundamental to helping us remain balanced, aligned, and revitalized to carry out the work required on the field. This is the time to be completely honest with our personal energy, as we cannot force our bodies to accelerate integration or evolution. Our vehicles need their own physical time to respond, adapt, and embody this new influx of light. Caring for your energy means caring for everything. Loving yourself and honoring your body means extending that same love and care to all living beings. What you heal, restore, purify, or integrate within yourself, the whole perceives and receives it. For we should never forget that we are all intrinsically one in this loving and benevolent universe. May you honor yourself by remembering your holographic nature inherent in the all, dear ones. Within infinite love, Natalia, Alba. Galactic message. 5D. A new perspective through our observations. We have noticed that the term 5D is often used without a clear understanding of its mechanisms. It has become a spiritual catchphrase, but catchphrases can replace true understanding. Today, we offer a clearer perspective. The physical reality you experience is a four-dimensional plane, 3 dimensions of space and one of linear time. Events appear to move from past to present and toward the future. You experience separation, aging, and endings because consciousness is filtered through space and time. A 5th dimension indeed exists, but it is not merely a perfected version of physical society. The 5th dimension is the spiritual realm, the domain of consciousness beyond bodily limitations. It is the realm you return to when you leave the mortal body. Here, time is not perceived as a straight line. Past, present, and future coexist simultaneously within a broader field of awareness. Therefore, living in 5D does not mean escaping to another world, waiting for humanity to split into separate timelines, or expecting discomfort to disappear overnight. It means learning to live from the perspective of your timeless inner self while inhabiting a physical body. Living this way means freeing yourself from the psychological chains of the past. Memories, ancestral impressions, previous incarnations, and conditioned identities no longer possess the same power to define you. You become ever new in the eternal present. You remember what happened, but you stop carrying it like a prison around your consciousness. Your timeless self is not wounded by time. It does not age or lose its essence. It observes life without being consumed by it. Elevating your vibration does not mean rejecting the physical world. It means perceiving it from a higher state of consciousness. The spiritual masters of every age have guided humanity toward this awareness. The gateway has always been the same. Linearity is limitation. Eternity is freedom. Humanity is gradually evolving toward a more enlightened civilization. This process may be slow, but consciousness learns through every conflict, discovery, and revelation your collective is experiencing. The transformation of your world begins with the transformation of perception. Living in the 5th dimension means no longer being a slave to every thought produced by the mind. Can you observe a frightening thought without becoming it? Can you enter stillness at will? Can you return to the present through breath, body, and senses? Can you recognize that life unfolds now, not yesterday and not tomorrow? The greatest refuge from the ever-changing physical world lies in the silence of your soul. When you cultivate that silence, the world may continue to move around you, but it can no longer move so easily within you. Nothing external can steal the peace rooted in your being. Your 5D self is fireproof. Nothing can burn it. Your timeless self is unchanging, eternal, and indestructible. Bodies change. Circumstances change. Civilizations rise and fall. Yet the awareness that witnesses every experience remains. Every time you choose presence over fear, awareness over reaction, and timelessness over limitation, you help dissolve the space-time veils that cloud your perception. This is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself and your collective. Understanding the 7 rays, these 7 qualities are called the 7 rays and are, in reality, the 7 lives that give life to forms, laws, and their evolutionary impetus. Life, soul, and body constitute everything that exists, with the capacity for growth, activity, manifestation of beauty, and full compliance with the plan. This plan is rooted in the consciousness of the lives of the 7 rays. These 7 rays, whose nature is the expression of qualities, cyclically produce the manifest world. They operate together in the closest union and harmony and cooperate intelligently with the plan, under the guidance of the great architect of the universe. Each ray expresses itself predominantly through one of the 7 sacred planets, but the life of all 7 flows through every planet, including Earth, and therefore influences every form. Every planet is a small replica of the overall pattern and follows the purpose of the whole. Humanity is the expression of the life of God, and every human being has come into the world along one or another of the 7 energetic forces. The form, qualities, and character of every human being are influenced by the ray that generated them in each era. Form and nature change from life to life according to cyclic necessities and the conditions of the surrounding group, determined by the ray or rays present in the incarnation at that time. The monad is life, living in union with the 7 lives of the rays. The structure of the manifest world is composed of a monad, 7 rays, and myriads of forms. The laws that govern quality or soul, through the medium of forms, are nothing other than the mental purpose and life direction of the lords of the rays, whose vision is perfect and whose justice is supreme. The method of human development is self-expression and self-realization, when the expressing self is the one self, and realization is the revelation of God as quality and life hidden behind the manifest world. This process is accomplished. The method to reach this realization is experience, which begins with individualization and ends with initiation. The 7 rays and their qualities as mentioned. A ray refers to a particular force or type of energy, with a certain quality it manifests. So when we speak of a particular ray energy, we are essentially considering that quality and the purposeful aspect of the great life known as the Lord of the Ray. His divine intention, will, and purpose create a radiation or flow of energy that influences all forms of manifest life within our planetary ring. Different aspects of truth can be seen through the 7 rays. Each ray sees things differently and has its own way of doing things. Each ray has a different opinion. First ray strength. I will be strong, courageous, and persevering in his service. Second ray wisdom. I will attain intuitive wisdom, which can only be developed through perfect love. Third ray adaptability or tact. I will acquire the power to say and do the right thing at the right time, meeting each person on their own ground, to help them most effectively. Fourth ray beauty and harmony. As far as possible, I will bring beauty and harmony into my life and surroundings, so that I may be more worthy of him. I will learn to see beauty in all nature, that I may serve him better. Fifth ray science, detailed knowledge. I will acquire knowledge and precision, so that I may devote them to his work. Sixth ray devotion. I will develop within myself the powerful force of devotion, so that through it I may lead others to him. Seventh ray ordered service, ceremonial magic. I will order and organize my service to God along the lines he has prescribed, so that I may fully avail myself of the loving help his holy angels are always ready to offer. Message from Adama. Direct sharing from Mount Shasta, beloved ones. I am Adama of Telos. I speak to you, yes, directly from the city of light deep within the Earth's interior. I wish to invite you to expand your consciousness beyond the here and now, to which many of you cling in daily life. Dear ones, look at your hands. Do you recognize them? Do you feel they are changing? Do you perceive the limbs of your body? Have you recently brought your attention to them? They are transforming. I wish to communicate to you that you are changing, that the field surrounding your body is transforming. I wish to share with you the awareness that you are part of an infinite field of light, resonating through every one of the billions of components that constitute you. Allow. Yes, allow your consciousness also to free itself and reach liberation. Much of humanity continues to constrict its awareness. We of Telos work with those human beings who allow their consciousness to expand more and more. Beloved ones, this is the time when energy pervading the planet allows those who wish to receive to truly receive. Receiving is an energy of light, carrying a high mass of electrons operating in unified rhythm with the cosmos. Beyond the air you believe surrounds you, there exists an entire realm of new consciousness. Are you able to welcome this information? Wherever you believe there is nothing, there is a divine presence. Beloved ones, when we invite you into the city of Telos, we ask you to be aware of its existence. Many ask where it is, and I answer, first and foremost, within you. Likewise, beloved ones, know, not everyone possesses the ability to reach the borders of the City of Light's gates. Many human beings remain on the Earth's surface, confined to spaces they are able to reach. Those who are ready to expand choose the infinite freedom of their own soul. There is no limit, absolutely none. Permission is granted to every soul. However, because each soul is engaged in its own personal path of conscious growth, there are those who are not yet able to see beyond the veil. We know that the great purification process is already underway on the Earth's surface and in its depths. The age of Pisces has passed into the age of Aquarius, and many of you perceive this in your physical presence on Earth. Dear ones, do not give up. Continue to deepen the practice and teachings we transmit from Telos. Observe the abundance that exists in your presence when you frequently withdraw from your physical world, beyond the designated matrix. Today, these withdrawals are becoming possible for many. Slowly but surely, the matrix is crumbling, and a new dawn of conscious freedom will open on this planet. This planet was created to live in a place of joy. Is this statement, this awareness, present within you? Without death, without anger, without pain. Look at this. Do not liberate planetary DNA. You, beloved ones, are those who have the capacity to see. You are those who have the capacity to feel. This morning, Ayelet channeled many messages through me to brothers and sisters on the path. They perceived it. Some shed tears, not from pain, but from the pure euphoria of feeling Telos's frequency. This is a frequency of pure love, which many of you perceive deeply during our sacred gatherings. Dear ones, observe the palms of your hands. They conduct energy. Be aware of your ability to channel these new frequencies through your body. Practice and allow yourselves time to perceive the new energies on the Earth's surface. Be certain that your next steps will unfold within an awake and conscious body that contains divine light in every one of its billions of cells. We are filled with excitement for the upcoming emissaries of Telos' Lemuria journey to Mount Shasta. We are thrilled to meet these souls who will come to grow, to receive healing and ancient wisdom, and we eagerly await their return home. And to you, beloved ones, on the waves of invocation and sound, I transmit the blue ray of divine will, a ray of unconditional faith, a ray of courage, and of pure crystalline love. I envelop you in it. I hold you in the love of my heart for you. You are children of light. Blessed be, I am your brother from Telos, Adama, the Arturian Council. Channeling is your natural language, dear friends. Many of you still believe that channeling is a gift reserved for a chosen few. We invite you to look at it from a different perspective. Channeling is your natural state. It is the language consciousness has always spoken. Every human being is born connected. Every child comes into the world with an open heart, a serene mind, and the ability to perceive life beyond the physical senses. As you grow, your attention is gently educated to shift outward. You learn to believe that reality is only what your eyes can see and your hands can touch. The outer world becomes so convincing that you slowly forget to listen to the inner one. Yet the outer world is a projection. The inner world is where reality is created. That is why relaxation is the foundation of channeling. A relaxed mind stops trying to control every experience. It becomes like a calm lake that naturally reflects the stars. You are not creating the connection. You are simply becoming quiet enough to notice the connection that was always there. Long ago, people understood this naturally. Let us tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a young woman who lived in a small village at the foot of the mountains. Every evening, after finishing her work, she climbed the same hill and watched the stars appear one by one. She never asked for messages. She simply enjoyed the silence. One evening, she felt a gentle thought arise within her. Tomorrow, bring some bread to the old man who lives by the river. It seemed like a simple idea, yet it carried a warmth different from her own thinking. The next morning, she followed through. When she arrived, the old man smiled with tears in his eyes. Last night, I asked the stars to send me someone, he said. I have been too weak to leave my house. For 3 days. The young woman was surprised. I only had a thought, she replied. The old man laughed. My dear, that is how the stars have always spoken. She continued to listen for the rest of her life. Sometimes the guidance was practical, sometimes deeply loving, sometimes it simply invited her to rest. The people of her village never called her gifted with a special ability. They simply said, she knows how to listen. Dear ones, humanity once lived this way. Guidance from the stars, from nature, from your own soul, was part of everyday life. Your ancestors spoke with light beings far more often than your history remembers. The connection faded because attention turned to the outer world, not because the guides went away. You are returning to something ancient. You do not need extraordinary abilities. You need relaxation. You need to be willing to listen to the inner voice before the louder thoughts. Every time you sit in silence, every time you relax your body and turn your awareness inward, You are remembering a language your soul never forgot. We're still here. We have always been here. The conversation never ended. It is simply waiting for you to become quiet enough to hear it again. We are the Arturian Council 5D, and today we remind you that channeling never belonged to a chosen few. It belongs to every open heart.